Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Inner House Podcast. We are on episode 81. That's nuts, bro. It's me and the co-host Guero Palafox, aka Jose.
Yo.
Yeah, if you're here and you've been watching this before and you're back again, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, let us know how we're doing, let us know how you're enjoying the podcast. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's episode.
And also let us know if you guys want any specific topics we want to talk about.
Yeah, and before this will be the last time before we get onto the pod, but we just finished our first live stream.
Yeah.
Which we want to do before every recording. So once a week we'll go live. So if you happen to go live, turn on those post notifications. So whenever we go live, you get notified. You can come join us, sit down, chat with us, let us know what's up.
And we'll also be a little bit better about telling you guys when we go live, because our first live, I kind of just 10 minutes before on Instagram, I was like, we're going live in a couple minutes.
Oh.
And then as soon as we went live, I'm like, we're live. So maybe next week, we'll have a specific time that we're recording, and I'll let you guys know what time.
A day before or something?
Yeah, a day before what time we're going to go live, so you guys can tune in.
This is such a different vibe.
Dude, it really is.
Just doing the recording versus live.
It's kind of nice, though, because the live kind of warmed us up for the podcast.
Yeah. I'm ready to go, dude.
Yeah. Okay. So, recently.
Pizzas and sandwiches.
That's what we talked about on the live. You missed out, so you got to tune in next week.
Yeah, facts.
Recently, we've received some hate comments. Well, specifically you.
I've been getting a lot of those. Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah, because I mansplain births. I interrupt a lot when I am on the podcast. What else?
I think you only interrupt when Garen's here, though. Everybody else, you're good.
It's because sometimes she's telling a story and I feel like it's taking too long, or she's getting stuck on a part of the story that doesn't really matter. So I try to just cover her up and start talking. And I noticed I do that when it's just us two talking.
Oh, really?
When it's just her and I. Oh. Sometimes if I know kind of where it's going, I'll interject to speed up the process. Because she'll be saying something and I feel her slowing down the story and give me what I think is
just
irrelevant irrelevant facts about the story. So then I'll say one or two words to that sum up the 2-minute thing she's about to tell me, and then she'll be like, yeah, and then move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
yeah, so
it got us 117,000 views and climbing. People are still liking that to this day.
Nice.
And you definitely received some hate shit.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I spent a little bit laughing at it because I watched the video back and I'm like, bro, I totally did that. Mm-hmm. But it's because if I just sit there and let her go on, bro, she would just go and before you know it, she's telling you every little detail about the experience, which I guess for podcasting is okay. But after a while, I'm like, bro,
just get to the point.
Yeah, can you hurry the fuck up? We've been here for 10 minutes, bro.
But even
and we're still on the same story.
Looking at it out of context and not knowing that that's your wife, some people were how disrespectful are you? Let her talk. Which honestly, he does mansplain a lot, and I mean, but that's their relationship. But they do that all the time. She does it to him too.
Yeah. I you know who I do that to a lot?
Who?
Andy.
Oh, really?
And I noticed I do it less now because I'm conscious about it. But when he first started coming around, because he would take too long to say something, or as he was he would take too long of pauses. That or
Bro, I just think you're impatient as fuck.
You think so? Because he would be trying to explain something, and I could see him thinking about how to say it, but I already
say it.
But I already knew what he was gonna say, so I'd be he would be trying to explain something, and let's just say he's trying to explain how ChatGPT works, and he's trying to explain that it's AI, but he hasn't got to it yet, and he's trying to explain it. I'd be like, oh yeah, AI, and then he'd be like, yeah, and then sometimes I'll just take over and just start talking about the thing. So I try to stop doing that. I do that to, I think, everybody, because Garen, Alma, Andy.
I don't feel like you do it to me that often. But that's just because we're used to talking to each other in this setting.
Yeah. So, I think it's because we have a podcast, and I'm like, well, I kind of have to let you talk.
I can't interrupt this guy.
Yeah. But anyways.
Yeah, you received... I think it was pretty funny. Honestly, I hope you didn't take it seriously.
No. Okay. When it comes... Because, like, you're talking about why I'm off social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't comments. It was more just, like, comparing myself to others.
Okay.
That's why I got off. But when it comes to the comments, like all those are funny, especially like the one that we talked about that one time where I said straight out of college making $150,000, $200,000.
Yeah. You also got shit for that too.
Yeah. Which totally acceptable. Like I know, but
people were saying like this man's out of touch, like so much for like being in reality. Like this guy's an idiot. I don't think they said that, but like that's what
I'm borderline. It's because when I said that, like. I didn't relay it, but in my head, I was like, all right, like you get out of college, you have a degree, you move up the ladder, within 10 years, you're making that money. But I made that's what went on in my head. But what came out was straight out of college, you make that much money.
Or what came out was people at Walmart making that kind of money. That's what people understood it as.
Oh. Well, I said office job.
No, yeah, but like...
Oh, office job at Walmart.
They probably like overheard office job and immediately like... focused on the 9 to 5. It's like 9 to 5. 9 to 5 people don't make $100K an hour or a year.
Oh,
so yeah.
Well, I mean, realistically, no, because if you're making that much money, you're probably salary, and that's kind of like a 24-hour job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I've been wanting for him to clean my car.
Bro, it's worth it.
But now that he upped his prices, I'm like, bro, I don't even know anymore.
No, dude, it's worth it. Trust me.
I really want to because my car's never been cleaned from like the 7 years that I've had.
Dude, you'll get it cleaned and you get in it, and I swear to you, it'll feel like a new car. That's how I got in the RAV, and dude, it was nice for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and I was trashed again. Bro. It's not as bad as it was before, but like, when he was cleaning it, he took out like the floor mat that I had, and he came to get me for something, and I went over there, and he asked me like where he wanted to put something, and I looked in the car, and bro, there was mold growing on one part, like where the pedals are, and dude, I felt so embarrassed. I'm like, dude, this motherfucker saw mold in my car. He's probably looking at me like, this dirty bitch.
Bro, there's probably a shit ton of mold in my car.
I mean, you worked at Chick-fil-A, imagine.
And all the soccer balls I keep in my freaking trunk.
Yeah.
And I used to eat food on the way home from work from Chick-fil-A, and like there's crumbs that fall down.
Yeah, and you go in and out of the kitchen, and like your work shoes are all nasty.
I wonder if Eric can get sick from that. Probably.
Yeah,
he needs to wear a mask.
Yeah, but it's worth it, bro. Getting it cleaned, it's so nice.
I'm gonna have to do it eventually,
and you got to fix your reversing issue.
Yeah, I do. Because I can't really rely on it to go out and like DoorDash whenever I want to DoorDash and do that stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, I think those comments are funny, and it's funny because a lot of the reels at least that have been popping off for us, there's some kind of mistake in there that was either intentional or like completely like spaced, and they ended up getting a lot of traction because of that mistake. Yeah.
And we now officially have 3 IG videos
over 100K, right?
Over 100K.
Yeah.
And over 110K, I can say, because they're all over.
Yeah. Well, Javi's was the first one.
Yeah, his is at 171.
Yeah, but that one kind of flattened out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't expect that one to get too many more.
No, but the one about Gaden taking up the counterfeit money, that one's got like 120K. And then the one about you mansplaining shit has like 112 now.
Nice.
Yeah. But recently, the reel that we posted as of recording yesterday about talking about Andrew Tate, Eric talking about Andrew Tate, I tried posting that on TikTok. Immediately shadow banned or immediately taken down.
Oh. I think that's what's going on with also on YouTube, because it doesn't have a lot on YouTube.
But because I was so worried yesterday. Like I was telling you before we recorded about like posting my Andrew Tate video.
Oh,
because okay, so first of all, the reel, Eric said Andrew Tate's name once, and it was like in the first 5 seconds of the video.
Yeah.
I posted it on TikTok with the caption being thoughts on Andrew Tate, hashtag Tate, because I did hashtag Andrew Tate, and there's nothing there. Like TikTok banned a hashtag Andrew Tate. And as soon as I posted it, well, not as soon as I posted, like an hour later, I checked it, and it was like, it showed like gray, and it said community guidelines,
like
violation.
Yeah.
And then I appealed it, and then they like denied the appeal. I'm like, okay, like let me delete the video, re-upload it with no Andrew Tate in the title, no hashtag Tate or anything, just upload it like that.
Yeah.
Like just saying thoughts ?
Yeah.
Hashtag podcast, hashtag entertainment.
Yeah.
I posted it. Literally 2 minutes later, taken down.
Damn.
And then now I'm not going to post anything more Andrew Tate on TikTok.
Yeah.
Because now our TikTok account is being flagged. And if we post and get another community guideline strike, it's going to be our
like permanently deleted?
Will be permanently deleted.
Oh, she.
And just because Eric said Andrew Tate in the first 5 seconds of the video. So I'm like, damn, TikTok is on it.
Yeah. I think your YouTube video you did, though, I think that one's safe because...
I tried so hard to be safe with it because I was going to use his theme song the whole video. But I'm like, nope, that's a copyright strike, like, right off the bat.
Yeah.
So I used, like, 2.5 seconds of it.
Yeah, and the first, like, 2 seconds, you have a disclaimer. And, like, the last couple of minutes, you also have the same disclaimer. You just say it. And then the video is just, like, a music video montage. And it's funny.
I was so worried, though, because of the whole ban on TikTok. I was like, dude, my channel's about to get a copyright strike.
Well, you didn't say his name towards the beginning. You didn't even say his name until like the end of the video. But you didn't speak on anything. You just made it funny.
That's
you know what I mean?
That was my whole goal, because originally when I was thinking about making it, I had thought about literally being Andrew Tate and saying shit that he does, and I'm no, this is not gonna.
See, that's what I thought you were gonna do. I thought you were gonna do some kind of parody, like explaining that you escaped and.
No, that would have been
like that.
Honestly, that would have been kind of cringe if I did that, because I don't know how I would have figured that out in the soccer field.
Yeah, but it worked out, and it was funny because you were like going like this or whatever, and you were doing like step overs, and then you would shoot, and then you would just stand there, and you wouldn't even shoot from far away. You'd be like from here to there to the goal.
And then I did the Ronaldo Subi, but with this.
Dude, that was fucking funny. And then did Gabby do the?
She recorded the whole thing.
Bro, that was some solid camera work.
I told her, I'm like, okay, this is going to be tough. And I'm like, I'm going to need your best camera work that you have. And she's like, okay.
It worked, dude. It was solid camera work.
I gave her the tripod with my phone, and I, like, extended all the way it could. And, like, so she didn't have to, like, bend over and do it.
Right.
And told her, like, just hit record. Don't hit stop. Don't stop recording until, like, we're done or until, like, I tell you to.
Yeah.
So, like, the whole time she was recording, so I had a bunch of footage I could work with.
Right.
And, like, throughout the whole time, she, like, flips it upwards, flips it downwards like that, so we get, like, some grass shots.
Yeah.
And then I added a slight edit to it on DaVinci. I added an adjustment clip and then added a camera shake. So the whole time, it looks like a...
Yeah.
Because some of the... Especially the shots to where I'm taking free kicks.
Yeah.
It is like completely still, but like moving like that. So I added the little shake so it can be like that.
It looked good, dude. I really liked it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was surprised by some of the angles that Gabby got.
Dude, they were nice.
I was watching, I'm like, God damn. She got a career in that. She wants it.
They're low-key clean.
Yeah, dude.
So now I know I'm solid if I ever want to make another funny like parody or a music video.
See, the moment I realized that it was going to be... Like, you were doing it just to be, like, funny. You did a Ronaldo chop and failed. Like, you didn't do it right at all, but you still, like, recovered it, so to say, but you kept it in.
I did the Ronaldo chop, stopped the ball, slightly almost tripped, and then hit the ball forward.
Yeah. As soon as it happened, I started laughing. I'm like, I get the vibe of the video.
Yeah, but it was pretty fun to make, but I'm not going to lie, I was very stressed to post it because I thought either one, it was going to get taken down or not even pushed out on YouTube.
Or you get some kind of strike on your channel.
Or I'd get a strike, not even like a copyright strike, just like a
community guideline strike?
Yeah. And then, like, because that means I couldn't get monetized until that strike went away.
How long does that take to go away?
90 days. But, like, still, I'm not sure when I'm going to get monetized. My goal is by the end of the year, or maybe by the end of the summer.
Yeah.
But, like, 90 days is a long time to have a strike. And
yes,
like,
it is.
Because if I were to get monetized before those 90 days, I have to submit, like a little application to YouTube. They check out my channel to see if, like, it's worthy of monetization and all that. And if they see that I have a strike, they're not even gonna like double take look.
Right, immediately they're like, that's probably one of the first things they check. As soon as they see a strike, they just like, nope.
Well, I don't even think like YouTube lets you submit monetization form if you have a copy or a strike at all.
You know, a lot of people are supposedly moving over to Rumble.
Yeah, it's shit. I did it too. I got no views.
Oh yeah.
I have like 2 videos on there.
Well, it's because it's like Rumble, like.
Bro, the funny thing is, Steve will do it. He moved to Rumble, but on YouTube, there's an ad of Steve will do it promoting Rumble on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that.
That just shows the levels. Like, YouTube's way up here.
Yeah,
Rumble's down here asking YouTube to push their ads.
Yeah, exactly. And then YouTube is like, you know what?
Sure, you're not a threat. Go ahead.
Yeah, dude, they're literally like, yeah, sure, you do what you want, buddy. It's okay.
You got it, pal.
Yeah. I believe in you. Little smack on the butt. Bro, sometimes when you laugh, it looks like you don't have teeth.
Bro, fuck you.
It's all top gum.
I know I do this.
Sorry, it just clicked right now because like Violet doesn't have teeth, and whenever she smiles, it's all gums.
I've noticed, especially when I'm cheesing hard in pictures, I go like this, and then it's like more gum than teeth. And I'm like,
It's sorry, it happens.
Yeah, but I'm glad my video hasn't been taken down yet.
Yeah,
I hope it doesn't get taken down.
I don't think it will, to be honest, bro.
But it's at 803 views, so it's doing pretty solid. It's 2 out of 10.
I think so.
Yeah, although it has that many views, it is a shorter video, so I don't get that much watch time. And I've got no subscribers from it because people just watch it as like Andrew Tate. So like it has 800 views, but how much is it really like growing my channel? Nothing.
No, but I mean, if you try to look at a bright side, it's at least getting you watch time.
Ish.
Better than not, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, better than nothing. I think it's only gotten me 7 hours. When normally videos get me around like 20.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's kind of down there. But it was fun to make. I'm actually kind of proud of how it turned out. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it a lot, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, Easter's coming up. As of recording this podcast, by the time it's out, it'll be a week behind us. I realized today that like we didn't do anything, like at least like speak about it, and I was like, dang, we missed out on like an Easter special, so to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for last episode.
Yeah, but I'm excited because I'm gonna take a half day from work.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, dude, and then I'll be able to see everybody.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
This is the first year that we get together with the family for Easter.
Yeah.
Like
ever since we all moved away.
Or not even when the only reason we were together before is because we lived together.
Yeah. Well, no, but we did some stuff every now and then.
What would we do? I don't remember any of it.
I remember doing like Easter egg hunts in the backyard.
Oh,
like mi tia Carmen, mi madrina Concha would come over.
That's true.
Yeah.
But this is the first year after everybody moving out. By everybody, I mean me, Pablo and Alma, getting together. And I'm excited because we asked them to come here. It's going to be a lot of people. So I mentioned the idea to Gabby about maybe going out to like a park or something. But then also it's Easter. If we want to go to a park, you're probably going to have to do like a reservation for like one of the huts that they have there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, it'll fit. I mean, we've had for the Super Bowl party, just basically the same amount of people.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm excited, mainly to get off work early.
Pablo's like, I'm just excited to get off work early.
Yeah. But I'm also excited about the work stuff because I found out I graduate next spring, and that means by next summer I should have a different job. Yeah. Which is cool because I thought I graduated in the fall of 2024 or the spring of 2025.
I thought it was way later too.
Yeah, and then when I had a meeting with my advisor, in the notes she put that I can apply to graduate in October, like
of this
October,
year.
Yeah, October 25th this year. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, you graduate in the spring. So that was super dope.
So, like, how do you feel What are your feelings towards it? You only have like a year of school left.
Yeah. Well, it's exciting to be done. Like
Yeah.
I'm like low-key tired of school. Not even low-key, like high-key. But the only thing is, I have to take summer classes.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm gonna take summer classes, I'm gonna go full-time, just so I can get my GI Bill benefits. Because I did the math, and I can do summer, fall, spring, and still be okay on my like GI Bill benefit. Like it won't run out by the time I graduate school.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go full-time summer, full-time spring, full-time summer, fall, spring, and then be done.
Nice.
So I have like no breaks basically from now until I graduate.
Graduation.
Yeah, besides like winter break.
For summer, what is the requirements for full-time as far as credit hours? Is it still the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's, you know how it's divided into 2 sessions?
Yeah.
It's the first part is 6 credit hours, second part is another 6.
Oh.
So 2 classes.
That's not bad.
Nah, but it's summer, dude. You got 8 weeks and then you get bombarded with material.
But it'll go by way faster than you think.
I hope so.
It should, because you have a shit ton to do.
Yeah. Well, for one of the classes I'm taking is a photography class.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
It's like a intro to photography, right?
Yeah, it's a photography for non-art majors.
Mm.
So like the professor knows it's an elective for us and has some interest in photography. Mm. So I don't know how much or like what the course load is like.
Yeah. I'm going to assume maybe they just teach you how to take better pictures or teach you how to use cameras properly. Yeah. Like settings and everything.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna go over like exposure, like your aperture, your ISO, and your shutter speed and all that. Because like those 3 things, that's like the holy trinity of cameras.
Wait, those 3 things? I thought you mentioned 4 things.
3.
Exposure, aperture.
Oh, sorry, but these 3 control exposure.
Okay.
Yeah, and taking pictures is all about exposure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So. But I'm excited to learn. I think that class shouldn't be hard because I'm actually interested in it. Mm. And then the other 3, we'll see. The other one I'm taking is like human origins.
Human origins.
Yeah.
That does not sound fun.
Really, dude? That sounds interesting to me.
Really?
Like, yeah, talking about like how humans came up and like where and like what time and all that stuff. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll get done and then. Following semester, I have, I think, 15 credit hours. But yeah, overall, I'm just excited to be done with school, bro.
What, have you looked at future companies that you want to
a little bit. I have a little bit, and it's basically all in, like, company culture. Like, I would love to go, like, get a remote job, and I love to work at Netflix.
Oh.
One reason why is because... their time off policy is unlimited.
So if you were to work for Netflix, what would that job look like with your degree?
Well, I mean, just like advertising.
Okay.
A portion of it would be advertising a budget or like how to advertise a certain movie and stuff like that, or like market research, like where is this movie gonna hit, or like what kind of movies hit in these areas and. Really specific stuff that to most people it's like, ugh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I've always heard that working at Netflix is kind of cool. Like it's a good job to have. Like it's a cool company. But yeah, realistically, somewhere where they're more laid back.
Yeah.
It's more like of a modern corporate culture, because I hate it like. To go on like a stereotypical corporate culture, because that reminds me a lot of the military, where people have egos just because of the position they're in, and that pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a lot of places.
Yeah.
I specifically have applied to some places that have that culture.
I think more places do than don't.
Yeah.
To be honest, because that's a very old-timey way of doing it.
Because most places are run by older generations, which makes sense because they have the experience and all that to run the company. But unfortunately, the older generations don't comply to the new trends or like new ways of doing
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Do you think when you grow up you're gonna be that type of person?
I don't think so, because I'm not that type of person now. You know what I mean? Like, maybe like parts of it to where if somebody new is trying to say something like a different way of doing something, or I'm doing something wrong, or I can't do something, but I'm like, but that way of doing it is literally the best way, and they're only trying to change it just to be new and be like, oh, look what I did. I changed the system. Like, I'm so great, you know? Because it happens a lot where people would change something that's not broken.
And it just does the same thing, just in a different way.
Yeah, or maybe like slightly worse.
Yeah.
But because they're good at talking their new method up, then it'll get approved and all that shit.
I think that's also the downside of all these new things that people come up with. It's like they come up with something new that does exactly the same of the system that did before. Yeah. And maybe not even more as efficient as the older system.
Yeah. Did. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I doubt I'll be that person. And honestly, I don't know how long I'll be at a job like that because of like different career goals that I have, like passion projects like this podcast. But it is going to be a nice job, because once I, like, minimally, I think I'll be like at 60, 70K straight out of college, which is double what I make now. Yeah. So that's going to be nice.
And you'll have your weekends back.
I have my weekends back, yeah.
You haven't had weekends in the past, 3 years? 4 years?
3. It's going to be a total of 4 once I graduate.
Dang.
Yeah.
But speaking kind of on your other passions, the other day we did our second photo shoot at the soccer field.
Yeah.
How do you think that went?
It went all right. Like, I enjoyed it. But, like, I started editing a few of the pictures, and they just are not exposed properly, and then some of them are like blurry because, like, for most of them you didn't really pose, you know. It was all just like as you were doing stuff I would take the pictures, and I didn't have my shutter speed at the right angle or at the right speed, so whenever like some of them you would move and your hand would be blurry because you moved your hand. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, but it's cool because it's more practice for me. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't expect to come out with some, like, dope. Well, actually, I kind of did, low-key.
You're like, I was hoping.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, low-key, I'm like the next prodigy at this. But, obviously, like, it takes work and there's skill, and people get paid a shit ton of money to take photos for a reason, you know? Mm. But it was fun. I liked it a lot. Just running around with, like, the basic kit lens that I have, which... If you know how to use it, you can do good stuff on it, but I don't really know how to use it. So, but I'm learning. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
I thought it was pretty fun. I thought it was funny that we took like 5 tries to do that one shot you wanted to do of sprinting.
Yeah, the panning shot. Yeah. So, just if you guys are curious, the point of the shot is like you get a moving object in focus, and then everything else around it is blurry, like Sonic running. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like Sonic is good, but then like everything around him is like speeding past. Like that's the whole point of that shot. And realistically, I know the technique in my head how to do it. I just couldn't get you in focus.
You don't have the experience.
Yeah, maybe I had a setting off. Maybe I just wasn't doing it right. You know, something was definitely off because it didn't come out how I thought it would. Mm-hmm. But it was fun. I look back at those pictures and like low key, like they're kind of memeable.
Well, dude, edit those. That'd be pretty fun to post.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then also like I have to sit down and take the time to learn how to work Lightroom and like Lightroom Classic and all that. But with like school literally taking priority, it's kind of hard to do that. So it's just kind of whenever I have time. Like it's literally a hobby. So hobbies kind of get pushed off until like your free time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a complete opposite with me when I was in school.
Yeah, well, but the thing is, I'm getting my school paid for.
Yeah.
And if I don't pass a class and have to retake it,
you have to pay that money back?
I have to pay that back. Oh, so I have a incentive to just continue going forward and do good in my classes.
Or you're gonna owe a bunch of money.
yeah, and that's realistically the whole point of going to school is because it's paid for. if I didn't have the GI Bill, I wouldn't be going to school.
Mm-hmm.
I would be working where I'm at now or wherever, and probably still end up finding podcasting and stuff. But the only difference is I would have school off my plate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it played out the way it was supposed to, because at the end of the day, we found this podcast through school.
Facts. Facts.
You brought the idea to me when we were in the library.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So realistically, it was good that the path you took and I took ended up being school at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because then this podcast wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it would, but
like further down the line, like way later. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the path I'm going. When I was a kid, I had this like vision of like going to work in a suit and tie with a briefcase. So I think I want to do that for a couple years just to get the feel for it, you know. But I don't think I want to retire for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like ultimately, I want to like fuck around, but like make money while I'm fucking around, you know. Yeah.
I think that's the ultimate goal for I wouldn't say for everybody, but I think for the majority of the people.
Yeah.
That's definitely kind of my goal too.
Because I can take myself seriously, but I don't see myself being a CEO of like a Fortune 500 company.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I couldn't see myself like running a Walmart. At least as of now, like doing everything and like taking all the stock. Like I could do Vice or help out or something, but mainly because that's not really what I like in the business sense. I like the marketing stuff.
Okay.
Which is just a bunch of research realistically to see how a product is going to do if you put it out. You know what I mean? Like, that's fun.
Because all that stuff you're kind of being put to the test to with the projects they have you doing at school, right?
Yeah, more or less. Obviously, like, I feel like once you get to a job, they have so much access to databases and stuff that it's easier.
Mm-hmm. They make you work for it in class, probably.
Yeah, just, you know how college is. Uh-huh. You know, like in some of our financial classes, they make us do everything by hand. But in the real world, it's all computerized. You just have to know how to do it. So if a number looks off,
you can do it by hand.
Yeah, like
you double check or triple check.
Yeah. Like you have to know how, or like you have to recognize the number when it's off. Be like, that doesn't look right, and then investigate it. You know, that's more what you're getting paid for. Yeah. Nowadays.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but go ahead.
You know, I was just gonna ask more about graduation. So you apply. Oh, what was I gonna say? You applied to graduation in the fall, right?
Yeah, this upcoming fall.
That's all I had. I just wanted to ask that.
Oh.
Because I forgot when you were applying. I don't know if it was a whole year ahead or a whole semester ahead.
Yeah, it's this upcoming fall. Which I'm excited about. Ready to get out of the job I'm at.
Oh, I gotta sneeze real bad.
So
I've been trying to super focus it.
Yeah.
Super focus it. I'm still like an idiot, man.
That's right. It's you every podcast.
Huh?
Nothing.
It's me every podcast. Jeez, that went right over my head.
Point proven.
I think it's the hat, bro.
Is it making your head hot?
Squeezing my head.
Oh.
Oh.
I feel better.
That feels a little bit better.
Yeah.
It was getting kind of hot in here.
Nice. But speaking about Alma and Andy earlier, they came over, I think, Sunday to come visit Vale and Karen.
Yeah.
And they brought Otis.
Oh, how was that?
I mean, I wasn't there, but from... Salud.
Oh, I felt good.
But what from Karen told me is that, like, Otis is just like, like, he doesn't give a fuck about her, you know? Like, it's almost like he literally turned into, like, their dog. Mm-hmm. I mean, he literally is now. But it's almost like he forgot who raised him, you know?
I feel like that's the type of dog Otis is.
Yeah, dude.
He
motherfucker, dude.
He never had an emotional connection. He was just in it for the food.
Yeah, dude.
Like...
I think he does have some kind of connection with, like, Andy's family, though.
Uh-huh.
That's why we ended up choosing to give him to them. But with us, like, I feel like he just recognized that with us, he had shelter and he had his stuff with us and we fed him. We cared for him and we loved him, but I just don't think, like, he just kind of put up with us. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, for the better, he's living with a family that's able to
care for him better.
Take him out on walks more often. They have a backyard.
Yeah.
And he's not endangering Vale.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like they don't have a baby in the family. Now they have a baby, which is Otis. And he loves to be pampered. So there you go.
Bro,
there you go.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes he annoyed the shit out of me. Dude, because same. Of how much he wanted to be petted. I'm like, relax, Otis. Like, I'm not gonna pet you right now.
Yeah.
Stop whining.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I mean, I enjoyed the time with him. It was a little sad to see him go, but after we like went over to Andy's house and like met the family and saw how Otis interacted with everybody and how much like they cared for him and stuff, I was like, I bet, like I'm chilling. Like this is a good move.
Hands.
Yeah, I was happy about it at the end.
Yeah, they came over Sunday and we went out on a walk over on that trail near here. Uh-huh. And they went out on a walk.
You were running.
I was running, and I did a total of 6.6 something miles.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Yeah, it's the.
Oh, I'm like, bro, what is that? Are we falling apart?
No.
And honestly, it felt great.
Yeah.
I didn't feel fatigued until like mile 5, if I'm being honest. But it's a completely different thing running inside in the gym on a treadmill and running outside. I feel like outside was so much easier because in the gym you're so stuck on whatever's in front of you. Like you have to watch people work out.
Yeah, instead of like you're running and like you're seeing things pass you by and you're like seeing new things the more you run.
Mm-hmm. Like I mean, you don't have to watch people work out. That's kind of creepy. But like, they have TVs up there. You can do that, but it's just not as interesting. And there's just one. The treadmill itself has one pace to it, and it's just. Like when you're running outside, you can slow down a little if you want to. You can speed up a little. It's a whole different dynamic.
Yeah.
And people, okay, I'm gonna say this right now. People who are training for marathons and train for the marathon just by running on a treadmill, you're a fucking idiot. What are you doing? Like, if you want to be better at bench press, what do? Bench press.
You squat, bro.
If you want to get a better squat, what do?
Deadlift.
Shoulder press. You squat. Yeah. Unless you're specifically working on something that's bothering you with your leg, you do other movements that help with that specific thing.
Yeah.
But if you're going to run a marathon, bro, run outside or actually run the trail that you're actually going to run on so you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
And so like you mentally know, oh, I'm at this spot on the trail. Okay, I got this much left. Instead of just running blindly. If you want to run blindly, I mean, okay, that's all you. But realistically, I mean, I don't recommend training on a treadmill if you're going to be running outside or like on a different terrain. Because one, a treadmill, unless you're changing the incline on it the whole time.
Like every couple seconds you like switch it up.
Yeah, it's going to be flat. The terrain is running like this, running up and down, and people are like, oh, that's not a big deal. I just have to turn left slightly. No, actually, that little left turn is going to wear you out more than it would.
Just running straight.
Yeah, more than just running straight. Like, it's a big difference.
Yeah.
So if you're planning on running a marathon or just running in general and you want to train for it, I recommend running on a similar terrain that you will be running. Oh, I just said running like 10 times. I just confused myself. I recommend running on similar terrain that you will be doing your race on.
Yeah.
And also for freaking Andy, I'm calling you out, man.
What did he do?
When they came over on Sunday, he told me that he's also running a half marathon with one of his friends this summer.
Oh, shit.
And he's like, dude, I'm just going to raw dog it. I'm like, bro, you're an idiot. A half marathon?
Is he going to raw dog it?
He's contemplating it.
That's 13 miles, no?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that's 13 miles. You can try and raw dog it. You're going to be fucking tired at the end.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, like, I'll be fine. I'm like, bro.
Dude, you know why, though? Because he used to play soccer.
That's not.
So he thinks, oh, bro, I still got it in me. Like, I used to run it. But he doesn't do cardio like that anymore.
Bro, I'm going to freaking expose him right now.
Yeah.
I bet he, like, his mile is probably, like, 12 minutes. I'm kidding, bro. No, I'm not. It's 12 minutes. He's a big guy, bro.
Yeah.
I've only seen him run in, like, intervals of just sprints when we play soccer.
When we used to live in Avon, me, him, and Anma went running at the Avon Trail once, and we went for a while. Anma got pooped out because she was running Converse.
Oh my goodness.
She didn't have any running shoes. And Andy and I kept on running for a little bit, but I felt bad that Anma was just hanging out, so we stopped. And I think he was doing more cardio back then, but he was doing good. You know, he was keeping up with me. And I'm not saying I'm the best runner, but I used to be really good at running.
You used to, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, Andy, if you're watching this, you should train, bro. I'm not saying you're lazy or a sloth or anything, but I'm looking out for your hamstrings, your quads, your ankles, your
especially
calves.
because he pulled a hamstring not so long ago.
Your hamstring would be gone, man, if you just raw dogged it.
Mm-hmm. Especially on concrete. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of impact.
And also, if you're planning on running, get some running shoes that you only use for running, so that.
But running long distances, right?
Yeah,
because your foot hits different when you're sprinting.
If it gets super specific, if you're like actually training to, like if you're an actual track athlete, I would recommend getting different sprinting and long form running shoes, because realistically when you do sprint, you're at the top of your, like almost on your toes. When you sprint, depending on the person you are, I guess.
I think naturally you are supposed to kind of sprint like on the ball of your foot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because long form, you go heel to toe.
Yeah.
And I recommend getting actual running shoes that you just use for that. Like, you don't walk around in them unless you're walking to your car or, like, you're walking to a spot to take them off. But because what I do, I have my running shoes. Excuse me. And I take them to the gym with me. So whenever I go upstairs and run on the treadmill, and I train on the treadmill because it's raining outside or it's cold. Like, this fucking idiot just told me not to train on the treadmill. I change into my running shoes, and then as soon as I get done, I change back into my other shoes.
Yeah.
Because you want to get your running shoes molded to how your foot is stepping during your run, so it can be more comfortable. Mm-hmm. And don't run in flat fucking shoes, dude. Don't act like you're so like tough that you can.
You still talking about Andy?
No. Oh
like,
shit!
I'm like, you're really dragging him right now, dude.
No, I'm off the topic off of Andy. This is in general.
Okay. It's because you said, dude. I'm like, damn, bro, you're going in.
Andy's sitting in his house just crying.
He's like, what doesn't like me?
No, but I don't recommend running in flat Converse shoes or just normal flat shoes, because that's gonna mess up your feet bad. Your shins are gonna be broken.
Yeah, dude, you get shin splints like crazy, and for those to heal takes a long time because that's bone. So, but yeah, that's gonna be fun. I pass the trail every day going to school, and every time I see it, because like there's a part that like runs through that part or whatever. It's like a little bridge, and every time I see it, I'm like, what else gonna be running that shit?
Dude, that's gonna be crazy. I was Sunday when I went on the run. I was like imagining myself running on the mountain trail. I'm like, you know what? I think I can. Like, I'm capable of doing this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you just gotta train for it.
Yeah, I mean, I am training for it.
Yeah,
but
on the treadmill.
But I had the realization. I'm like, oh shit, I'm running a marathon. And I'm like, okay, I ran 6 miles that day. Like, times that by 4 or 3. Math is not good for me. And that's what I have to do. I'm like, okay, just do that 4 more times.
Yeah, 4.
I'm like, shit, I could do it. I'm like, with a bit more training, I could do it.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
But I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, the day after I ran, my quads were on fire, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh, you gotta do a lot of recovery work, dude.
Oh yeah, I stretched after a lot, and even like the morning after, and even yesterday in the evening. But I want to get a massage gun for my legs or a foam roller, because the only type of stretching I do is just static stretching. But it'd be nice to roll out my quads and all that.
Yeah. Do ice baths.
Ooh.
Because realistically, you wouldn't need to get your upper body. You just have to your lower body. You know?
Yeah.
So just sit in your tub with some cold water.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah. I did it once, like in February. And I'm way too big for that shit, bro.
But we're the same height.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, Because I was trying to give him a whole body.
Oh.
But if you just sit there normally, like with your like an L, you know what I mean? You'll be fine.
You definitely took the L. You were sitting there like.
Yeah. My knees were like this far out the water.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but it was cool. It was a cool experience.
Did you actually add ice to the water, or was it just pure cold
water?
I
took all the ice that was in my
in the fridge,
in the freezer, and I just went. I just dumped it in there.
Was it super cold?
It wasn't super cold, but it was cold. Yeah, but once I was in there for a little bit, like. It was like your body kind of numbs the coldness, but once I got out, I think for the next like 30 to 40 minutes, I had like a shiver.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Have you ever taken a straight cold shower?
Not from beginning to end.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'll do like my regular shower and like I'll like scrub myself and bathe myself, and then I'll do like 10 minutes in the cold. Used to at least.
You should try taking just a cold shower. It's so.
I feel like you don't clean yourself well.
No, you have to.
No, but I feel like you don't.
What do you mean?
Because cold water closes your pores.
Oh, I get what you
mean. You know what I mean? Yeah. So with hot water, it kind of exposes all your pores to like really get in there when you scrub yourself.
I guess if you're really trying to clean yourself, use hot water.
You're trying to be like hygienic, you know.
If you're trying to be hygienic. Yeah. I did it a couple times with just a straight cold shower.
Yeah.
My dumbass was like hopping in the shower.
For real?
Bro, at some point I was like hyperventilating. I was like, it's cold.
Yeah. It's all about breath work.
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
It's pretty nice though, not gonna lie. I felt pretty good afterwards.
Yeah, but in the moment you're like, dude, I'm gonna fucking die in here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to my run. What was I gonna say? Yeah, really looking forward to my run. If you're again planning on running, train on the terrain that your run is gonna be on.
Yeah.
Like not because you run 10 miles on a treadmill doesn't mean you can run those same miles on the
actual
surface. Yeah. Because concrete is way different than a treadmill that bounces you back up whenever you step on it.
Yeah, well, good luck on your run, bro. Yeah, and if you're watching, make sure you tune in whenever that video comes out. It's gonna be like late summertime. Mm-hmm. I'm super excited. How
many miles are you joining me for?
Maybe just like the first 2.
The first 2?
And then I'll get on my bike and I'll take pictures.
I thought
that'll be my excuse.
I thought about having somebody on a bike with me the whole time.
I got you. I'll take pictures.
Bro, but your ass cheeks are gonna hurt after being on a bike for 26 miles.
Don't worry about my ass.
Well, shit. That'd be fun. First 2 miles, and then you hop on a bike.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We can talk more about it once the day is closer. Because I also want to have like gel packets for you.
Because you know how you pop in?
Yeah, marathoners take stuff to keep them going a little bit.
Gabby had mentioned of getting those for the run.
Yeah, so that way, like, if I'm on the bike or somebody's on the bike, they kind of just like hand you one as you're running. You don't necessarily have to stop. You just pop it open, keep on going.
Yeah, because the goal is to not stop at all.
Yeah.
Even if like there's an.
So what if you got to pee?
I'm not gonna
just
pee.
Piss yourself.
I've held pee in for.
What if you got a shit? That's the real question.
That is real quick. I got a shit before.
Just take a diaper.
What the fuck, bro? Imagine running 10 miles and just shit slapping your ass the whole time.
I mean,
hell no. I'm not gonna wear a diaper.
Damn. Okay, well, with that being said, thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the podcast. Make sure, like I said earlier, check out his channel or his YouTube. Stay tuned for that video. And if you're new here or you've been here before, please subscribe. It means a lot to us. See you in the next one. Peace.